Ice cold water?
It's okay.
No?
A little bit. First question. Are you expecting any player until the end of the market? First answer, no. Let's move. Second question.
Okay.
Second question. Are you happy with your market? Yes, I am.
Okay. So, Paul, you get 2 less questions now.
Third question. Don't you want a striker?
We'll start with you, Paul. Yeah, I've just sent squad news round, so everyone should have that. Daily's briefing afterwards, embargo till 10:30. Reminder, no social media posting during the press conference. Paul, you can start.
Jose, are you expecting any players?
I'm not expecting. The market is open, so anything can happen, but I'm not expecting.
Are you happy with the market you've done so far?
You see? I'm happy, but the next question will be, and the striker, and I have to answer that yes, would be better with a striker. Yes, we would need a striker to have a better squad to face the great challenges that we have in front of us in 3 different competitions. But we want to do things not to resolve the problems of today or tomorrow. We want things that are also good for the future. And for example, Steven Bergwijn, correct?
Yep.
It's difficult. I prefer to say Stevie, but Bergwijn is the kind of player that is good for now, but is also good for our future, is also good for the direction we want to go. And with the difficulties of the market in January, was really hard to find the striker that is good not just to resolve the problems of today, but also good for the future of the team. So probably we are not going to do it.
How satisfied are you then with where you are at the moment? If nothing then happens between now and the deadline?
No, again, I cannot hide. If I say that it's an easy situation to play 3 competitions without a striker, I'm going to lie. I cannot lie. You know that is important for us. But if it's not possible, it's not possible. And for me, the great thing is that we are all together on this in the club. There is nobody for me to blame and to say you didn't your job well or you could do better than you did. Not at all. And again, we don't want to do just a striker to help us now, just a striker to be useful for us. We wanted to do a striker that would be really good for us, good for our future, possible to play also with Harry Kane together in the future. And with the difficulties of the market, was very, very difficult to find a winger that fits in our way of play, young, creative, enthusiastic, with a lot to develop, that can also create some connection with the fans. We know what the Tottenham fans like and want. We could find on Stevie this profile of player. So it's not a perfect situation, but it's the situation where we are. And again, the good things for me are always the feelings and the positive feelings. And We are together on this, and as a team, we have to face the rest of the season the way it is, and giving everything we can to try to have the best possible results.
Earlier, a lot of people were getting excited about Gareth Bale, but is he somebody that you would find a good fit here long term, or is it too difficult a deal to do?
I thought you were going to ask about Aguero or Gabriel Jesus, but you are asking about Gareth Bale. If you want to speak about Man City, I'm here. If you want to speak about the market, I have nothing more to say. Just to say that in spite of, I honestly feel that we are not going to sign any player until the end of the market. The market is open. So while it's open, it's open.
Talking about Manchester City, the stat from before, in your 12 games, Tottenham have not thrown away any points from winning positions. Compare that to the first 12 games when they threw away 12 points from winning positions. Do you feel that's a significant milestone for this team in the sense that they obviously be able to find a way to see out results a lot better? Is that a mentality thing? Is that a better defensive organisation? What is that?
These stats are not going to guarantee us that every time we are winning, we are not going to lose. Football is football, it is what it is. I think it shows some character, shows some organization, shows the fact that when you are in front, you feel quite comfortable to play the game, but probably also shows that when we are losing, even if we try, even if we create opportunities for that, we are not able also to change results. We can look at it also in the negative, on a negative way. For example, against Liverpool, we were losing 1-0, and with so many opportunities, we lost the game from that position. So I don't like very much to go on this direction. I just feel that we are improving in many details. We are improving as a team. I also feel that some players, by the individual point of view, they are also improving. We are very on the detail. We try to analyze also not just the globality, but also the individual performance. Not also in matches, also in training. We do a good work on that, and we try to improve the team and to improve the players. That's the job we try to do.
For a lot of football fans, people were always very entertained by some of your rivalry with Pep Guardiola. How do you look back on some of the great contests you've had with him?
With him, nothing. With him, I remember more the 3 years that we fought on the same side, working together in the same club and sharing the space of the work every day for 3 years. I remember more that than what people can think about rivalry. Then, of course, Barcelona's and Real Madrid, Inter and Barcelona in Champions League, City and United, now Tottenham and City. But again, no Jose and Pep, clubs, teams. And that's just one more chapter. A new chapter for us, because it's the first time Tottenham against Manchester City with us. But never Jose and Josep, like he is in his Catalan. So for me, it's a game that I want to win because I want my team to win, and we need points, no more than that.
How do you assess the race for the top four at the moment?
For me, the race of the top four is not the race of the top four, it's the race for the third, the fourth, and so on. Liverpool champion, City second, and then there is a race clearly where Leicester and Chelsea, they have an advantage, a good advantage, but then Wolverhampton, Manchester United, Sheffield United, us, we are there, and until mathematically it's possible, we have to fight for top four, we have to fight for top six. don't forget Arsenal. They are a little bit behind, but Arsenal is always looking to it. So lots of teams fighting for not just for top 4, fighting also for top 6.
Okay, great. Becky. Yeah.
Hi Jose, Becky Ives, Premier League. I just want to talk about Giovani Lo Celso signing a permanent deal to 2025. Was that an easy decision for you to make, and at what point did you make it?
To be honest, I think the decision was made even before I arrived, because it's one of these loans where the club totally trusts that the player is going to adapt quick, because it's this kind of loan with a clear objective. So of course it's coming from Mauricio's time, and of course when they decide for Giovani, they were also thinking about the big possibility of Christian leaving sooner or later. So I think that basically the decision was more or less made. Then he was not playing. Then he started playing regular, and start playing well, and start playing in different positions, and showing this multifunctional quality that he has. And then of course becomes an easy option, also because the kid is not just a good player, he's also a good kid. And in this club we like also good kids, not just good players.
Well, how was his reaction when you sort of told him? Did you sit down one-on-one with him? Was he thinking these days? Is he settling well to life in London? No, he hates it.
I think it is something that a player feels. You know, I think when a player starts playing and match after match, scoring like he did once at home, assisting, playing well, impressive in some matches, adapted to different kind of matches, adapting even to play this kind of difficult match away, Watford, Southampton, coping with the new football for him, because Argentinian playing in France, playing in Spain, this is quite a new world in terms of football. I think it's something that the player feels.
Well, let's talk about the game coming up on Sunday. Obviously City plays midweek, so you've had a couple more days of preparation for this one. Can you use that to your advantage, that you've had more rest?
I'm surprised that you ask me that, because every time we are in the other side, nobody asks me. So when we play Southampton, and Southampton has one more day to rest, nobody tells me. When we play Chelsea, and Chelsea has more days to rest, nobody asks me. I'm quite surprised that today is the day that you bring the fact that we didn't have a match midweek. But I have to be honest and say that was a good week of work for us. And I also think that mentally is very, very important, the happiness of results. And the happiness of results is more important than 1 or 2 more or less days to rest. And I think the fact that Man City qualified to one final, the first final of the season, I think compensates everything. A part of that, I think they have 20 players, the same quality. For me, to play Walker or Cancelo, to play Otamendi or Laporte, to play Aguero or Jesus, to play Bernardo Silva or David Silva, this is the kind of squad that I think they could play 4 matches per week, and the quality would be the same.
And could we see the first sign of Steven Bergwijn playing?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We have 4 attacking players: Son, Lucas, Lamela, and Steven. So he has to be involved. I would like to give him probably more time. Probably the perfect situation would be to come after the cold winter break, but that's not possible. And it's not a drama, because he's playing with PSV, so he has match fitness. It's just a question of learning how to play with us, but I don't think it will be a problem for him to play some minutes.
Okay, James down here.
Jose, what sort of player is he? Because a few people have compared him to Adama Traore. Is that a fair comparison?
I don't want to compare players, especially with players from other teams. I don't think Nuno would be happy for me to be speaking or comparing his player Adama with any one of my players. I don't do that. But he's a winger. That's what he is. In the club, more on the left. In the national team, more on the right. So for him, doesn't make a huge difference to play in one side or another side. And I think you go to iScout and you find easily his qualities. But of course, I don't like to create big expectations. I don't think he's fair. He's a player for the future of the club. He's a young boy. Let's not try to make him under the pressure of arriving, has to perform, has to score, has to be the man of the match, has to start the game. We are not on this level of pressure, but a player that I think sooner or later the fans are going to love.
And for you, is this squad stronger than it was at the beginning of January when you consider the players that have come in and the players that have left the club as well?
If you speak about Christian and Danny leaving and Kyle leaving and other people arriving, I would say so. But I don't like to speak, but you push me. Sissoko and Kane is a big blow for us. But I think good for Kyle. Go to Southampton. Cedric left to Arsenal. Normally Kyle is going to have very good chances to play. Good for him. Danny, Newcastle. Go home or close to home, which probably he loves it. Steve Bruce likes him a lot. Big injury for Williams, the left back. Again, Danny is going normally to play every game. Normally the Euros will be waiting for him. So again, I think good for Danny. Christian, fantastic 6 years at the club. Good luck for his future. And the players that we have, we are happy. So quite happy, not quite happy, very happy, but expecting great things from Steve and Jetson. But you can see the profile, 2 young kids, 20, 21. But that's the way we want to do. We want to do things. So yes, I'm happy.
Do you think Danny Rose has played his last game for Spurs?
His last game this season, yes.
Next season? Can we see him again? Do you expect to see him again next season?
He has contract with us. So of course we are in control. We just hope that he plays well, he plays very well, and then of course the club will decide with him the best for the club, the best for himself is very important. Also the best for the players. And from what I understood in these 10 weeks or so that I'm here, is that this club cares with people. So I think in the end of the season, the best decision will be make also with Danny agreement.
Okay, Jonathan, question.
I know you don't like talking about Harry Kane, but he posted a video this week of him doing some recovery. Is the recovery ahead of schedule or is it waiting?
No, everything is going well according to the timings. After I think around 3 weeks of recovering here, a little bit of time now also to change the environment. You will go with our medical department 1 week, 10 days to some other place just to break the sad routine of home training ground, treatment, don't touch a ball, don't smell the grass, but nothing changed.
You said that there won't be any more things on, you don't expect any more It just seems like players leave before the end of the window.
To leave? Again, I don't think so. But again, the market is open, so I don't want to say no, and then something happen. Let's wait and see.
Okay. Ali, and then finish with Stanley. Ali first.
Kind of on a similar subject there, but I mean, young players like Oliver Skipp and Troy Parrott. I know you said before about Troy Parrott was maybe too young to go out on loan, but are those two players that may head out on loan still?
I don't think so. Again, until the end of the market, sometimes things can change quick, but I don't think so.
Joseph, can
That's
I
one.
please kindly get some more information on the healthy position of Victor Wanyama at this club? When you arrived, what sort of player did you find, and where does he fit in your vision for the future?
If he's not playing, it's because on my eyes, and there is always different eyes, but in the end, it's always the head coach that makes decisions. So in my eyes, I see more the team going to the future with young wings, English, young national team player. I see more the team going in that direction. Great investment on Tanguy Ndombele, which obviously is a player that sooner or later has to arrive to certain levels of performance. So not easy for Victor, but staying with us, if he stays, and normally he's going to stay, working hard like he does every day, untouchable on his commitment and untouchable on his professionalism. If he stays with us, he's always on my plans. I don't know. In this moment, no. In this moment, we don't have any offer. In this moment, we don't have Victor knocking in our door, asking for our understanding of some situation to try to live in this moment. No.
Okay, guys. We have the cameras off now, please. Thank you.